Welcome students, welcome to the lecture number 2 of interface Python with MySQL. Okay, now the first thing that we are going to study in this video tutorial is that what is basically a database connectivity. Okay, so database connectivity. Okay, so database connectivity refers to the connection between an application and a database system. Okay, so as we all know that we are using an application named as Python. Okay, and the name of the application is basically Python that we are using. Okay, now also we have learned about a DBMS software, and that DBMS software is basically MySQL. Okay, so the database connectivity basically refers to establish the connection between Python and the MySQL. Okay, so that both these applications can interact with each other. So for the process of establishing the connection between an application like Python with the database like MySQL is known as database connectivity. Okay, so this is basically the database connectivity. So database connectivity refers to the connection between an application like Python, okay, and a database like MySQL. Okay, so the process of establishing the connection between the Python and the MySQL is basically the database connectivity. Okay, now after that what we have to learn that what are the steps basically for creating the database connectivity. Okay, the step number 1 is basically start the Python. It means first you have to open the Python editor. Okay, so how you are going to open the Python editor? So you know that when we want to write any program in Python, then what we will do, we will simply click on this IDLE Python. Okay, so this is my first step, that first I will open the Python editor, right? This way the editor is opening. Okay, now the editor is open. So this is my first step, that first I will open the Python editor. Okay, now let's come to the step number 2. The step number 2 is basically import the package required for database program. Okay, in the previous lecture I have told you that how you are going to install the package, that is mysql.connector. Okay, I have told you about all the steps that are required to install that package. So once the package is installed, then I can use that package in my program. Okay, so the second step is that you have to import this package in your program. So what I have to do, I have to import the MySQL connector package in my Python program. And how I can add this? I have to write either import, then I will write mysql.connector. Okay, and there is one more syntax, that import mysql.connector as, suppose I have given a name that is scon, suppose SQL connector. Okay, I have given this name. So what is the benefit of giving this short name? So that whenever I want to use this package, I simply use the name scon in spite of mysql.connector. But in this case, wherever I want to use any of the function which is present in this module, first I have to write mysql.connector, then with the dot I have to write the name of that function. But if I written like this, mysql.connector as scon, then in spite of mysql.connector I can use this name, that is scon. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is, well, we open a particular file first, a new file. Okay, and then what I will do, I will first import the package, that is mysql.connector. Okay, so if I write mysql.connector, then wherever I want to use the function which is present in this module, first I have to write the whenever I want to use, first I have to write the mysql.connector then dot, and then after that I have to write the name of the function of this package. Okay, but suppose if I written like this, suppose as scon, then what will happen? In spite of writing this whole statement like MySQL.connector, I can write scon in spite of this. So this is the basically benefit of giving additional name to the package, so that I can use the name in spite of using this long name of the package, I can simply use this short name in my program. Okay, so first thing is that first I have to import the MySQL connector package in my program. Okay, so this is my second step. Now once the package is included in my program, then what I have to do next? Now let's move to the next slide. In the next slide, we have to open a connection to the database. Okay, the next step is that after importing the package, that is MySQL.connector, then the next step is that first we have to open a connection to the database. And what is basically the purpose of this opening a connection? And let me explain you some basic terms regarding this. So first is that what is basically a connection? Okay, so a connection is basically a session. Okay, session between application program like Python and the database. So the time period during which the application program and the database are connected, that is basically a session. Okay, the time period which the database and the Python application are connected to each other, that time period is called the session, and that session is basically called the connection, because at that time period both these applications are connected to each other. Okay, so that data can be transmitted from one application to the another application. Okay, so the connection is basically a session between the application program and the database, right? Now the next thing is that, okay, we know that connection is basically the session between the application program and the database, but how we establish this connection? Okay, so for establishing this connection, we have a function named as connect. Okay, for establishing this connection, we have a function named as connect, and this function is basically present in the package that is MySQL.connector. Okay, as I told you that MySQL.connector is a module and it contains many functions. Okay, so connect is basically one of the function which is present in this MySQL.connector. Okay, so what is the purpose of this connect function? The connect function of the MySQL.connector establish the connection to a MySQL database. So with the help of this connect function, I can establish the connection between the Python and the MySQL database. Okay, so now we have learned that what is basically a connection. Connection is basically a session that is established between the Python and the database. Okay, and to establish that connection, we have to use a function which is named as connect, and this function is present in the MySQL.connector package. Okay, now connect function require 4 parameters. So whenever you want to connect, whenever you want to use the connect function, so in this connect function, before using this connect function, you have to understand about the 4 parameters which is required in this connect function. Okay, so what are those 4 parameters? The first one is the username. Okay, so first one is basically the username. You know, the default username of MySQL is basically root. Okay, so if you have installed this MySQL software, then during the installation process you have seen the username, and the username is given as root. So in all the MySQL software, basically the password is root. Sorry, username is basically the root. Okay, but suppose if in a company multiple employees are working, so in that case we can give them some other username also, but the default username is basically root. Now the second one is the password. So as you know that whenever we open SQL, the first thing is that it asks me about the password. Now let me show you. Okay, whenever I open this MySQL command line, the first thing it asks me, that is password. Okay, so without password I cannot start my SQL. So in this case I give the password as Shadley, because in my system the password of MySQL is Shadley. So now this one starts. So it means that, so the password is the second thing that I have to mention is the password, and password is basically Shadley in my computer. So whatever password you have set in your system, you have to mention that password. Okay, now after that, the third thing which is required is basically the host name. What is a host? Host is basically the database server host name or IP address. Okay, now if we want to know the host name, then what we can do, we write a command named as status over here. When we click on status, so in this you can see that over here it is written current user, the name is root @localhost. Okay, so root is basically the name of the user. Okay, you have used the username now, so root is basically the username, and the host name is basically localhost. Okay, over here it is written root @localhost, so it means root is the username and localhost is your host name. Okay, right. And when the IP address is used, when we are using this MySQL software for handling multiple users, then in that case we basically use the IP address. Okay, but in our case we have to just write the host name, that is localhost. And last one is the database. Obviously database. Okay, so in the database you have to specify the name of the MySQL database that you are going to use. Okay, so as you know that we have created a database named as company, right? So whenever I want to use that database, so what will I write? So first I will write that use and then the name of the database. Okay, so use company. So the company database become activated. So in this database parameter, what you have to do, you have to specify the name of the database which you want to access. Okay, so let us use all these things to establish the connection. Right, so over here it is written import mysql.connector as scon, right? So now I am going to use the connect function to establish the function. I have used a variable named as con, which is basically used for storing the connection. Okay, so is equal to the name of the as I told you, whenever I want to use any function which is present in SQL connector, then in spite of writing this whole name, I will use this short name, that is scon. So scon dot connect. Okay, and in the connect I have to specify some parameters which I have discussed you in this session. The first thing is that I have to specify the name of the host. As I told you that in our system the name of the host is localhost. Okay, so you have to put the host name as localhost. Then the second thing which is required is basically the username. Okay, so user is basically root. Okay, and after that we have to specify the password. So passwd, we can also write it in short form, that is password is equal to, the password is basically Shadley, right? And the database which we are going to use is database is equal to company. Okay, so basically in this way we have used this function that, sorry, in spite of double equal to, a single equal to is set. So this is the connection variable name. Okay, and scon is basically the short name for the mysql.connector package. So scon.connect, and as I told you that in the connect function we have to use 4 parameters. The first one is basically the host, which we have specified as localhost. The second one is set as user. Okay, the username is basically the root, and the third one is the password, and the password is Shadley, and the database name which we are going to use is basically the company. Okay, So now after writing this, suppose if I want to check whether the connection is established successfully or not, then if I write con dot is underscore connected. Okay. So if this expression gives me a true answer, so it means that my connection is successfully maintained. So what I will do in this case, I will write print connection successfully established. Okay, but suppose if it is not done, then what will we do? We will write the message that print connection can't be established. Okay, so I have written this code. Let me correct the spelling of connection. Okay, so after setting this connection variable, I am checking that whether it is connected or not. If it is connected, then we will get the message as connection successfully established, otherwise connection can't be established. So when I press F5, it asks me about the name to store the file. Let me store the file. Suppose C11 is the name I have given to this file. So now you can see that the message is shown that its connection successfully established. So it means my connection of Python and the MySQL is properly established in this session. Okay, so this is basically the establishing procedure of MySQL with the database, that is. So this one is basically these are the basic 4 parameters which is required by us for establishing the connection between the MySQL and the database. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to complete this work, okay, and establish your connection with the database at least, so that in the next lecture I will tell you that how you can fetch the records from the records that are present in the database. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much and have a nice day.